Hi, Aquarius. Welcome back to Moonveil Tarot. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, let's get into your reading, Aquarius. There is someone who decided you are worth it. Not worth a little effort, worth everything. Worth pushing through the things most people would have let stop them because there were things in the way, distance, circumstances, the kind of obstacles that give most people a reason to give up. And they didn't give up. They looked at everything standing between you and them and decided none of it was bigger than what they feel. And that decision is the whole story, because people don't fight through real obstacles for a maybe. They fight through them for a certainty, for the one they want for the rest of their life. And that's you. And the cards today are going to show us how close they're getting, what's already moved out of the way, and what it means that a lifetime with this person is almost here. Drop a comment right now and say, I claim this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, first oracle card. The effort they're making is costing them something real, and they've stopped counting the cost. And your guides opened with this because it tells you what kind of love this is. Because there are two kinds of effort. There's the effort people make when they're keeping track, doing a little, seeing if you respond, measuring whether you're worth more before they give more. And then there's the other kind, the kind where someone stops counting, where they've decided the outcome is worth whatever it takes, and they stop weighing each piece of effort against what they might get back. And that's where this person is. They've stopped counting the cost, which only happens when someone has already decided you're worth more than the cost could ever be. And a person who has stopped counting is a person who has already given you their answer. Okay, second oracle card. What's between you isn't a wall, it's a series of steps, and they're already walking them. And this oracle card is here to change how you see whatever has kept you apart. Because from where you're standing, the thing between you might look like a wall. Solid, fixed, the kind of thing you can't get past. And your guides are showing you it was never a wall. It's a series of steps. And steps can be walked, one at a time, in order, until you're on the other side. And the love of your life is already walking them. Not standing at the bottom overwhelmed, walking. Step by step, closing the distance in a way that's real even if you can't see every step from your side. And the difference between a wall and a staircase is everything, because one means it's impossible and the other means they're already on their way. Oh, okay, third oracle card. For them, the question of you and them is already settled. They're not deciding anymore. They're arriving. And this is the heart of the whole reading. Because there's a stage in love where someone is still deciding, still weighing, still unsure, still figuring out whether you're the one. And that stage is full of hesitation and mixed signals and holding back. And the love of your life is not in that stage. They're past it. The question of you and them is settled for them. They're not deciding anymore. They're arriving. And arriving is a completely different energy than deciding. Deciding hesitates. Arriving moves. Deciding holds back. Arriving commits. And everything this person is doing right now has the energy of arriving, of someone who already knows the answer and is simply closing the distance to it. Okay, fourth oracle card. The timing had to be right, And the reason it's happening now is that it finally is, and your guides want to answer a question you might have carried for a while. Why now? And why not sooner? Because if this love is real and this person is this certain, you might wonder why it took until now for them to be moving toward you like this. And the answer is timing. The timing had to be right. There were things that had to happen first. In their life, in yours, in the circumstances around both of you, before the path between you could actually open. And those things have happened. The timing that wasn't right before is right now. And that's not a delay or a sign that something was wrong. It's the reason it's happening now instead of falling apart sooner. Because love that arrives before the timing is ready often doesn't survive. And love that waits for the right moment arrives built to last. Okay, fifth oracle card. The lifetime isn't the hope you're allowed, it's the outcome you should expect. And your guides want you to shift how you're holding the idea of a lifetime together. Because you've probably been holding it as a hope, something to wish for, something that would be wonderful if it happened, something you don't quite let yourself count on. And your guides are saying, stop holding it as a hope. Hold it as an expectation. Because the cards aren't showing you a thing that might happen if you're lucky. They're showing you the outcome that everything is actually moving toward. And there's a difference between hoping for something and expecting it. Hoping keeps it at a distance, and expecting lets you start living toward it. And your guides want you to let yourself expect this, the lifetime. Not as the best case, but as the real case. The Knight of Cups, the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, the Lovers, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the World, the Sun. Okay, 8 cards, because this is a whole journey and I want to walk you through all of it. The Knight of Cups, and this is the love of your life in motion, because the Knight of Cups is the one who leads with the heart and moves toward what he loves. He's not the type who waits to be approached or who keeps love at a comfortable distance. He goes, he crosses whatever's between him and the person he wants. And the Knight of Cups, being the love of your life, tells you the most important thing right away. This is someone in motion toward you, not someone thinking about it, not someone who might. Someone whose heart has pointed itself in your direction and who is actively moving that way. And the chariot is the will behind the journey. Because feeling alone doesn't get someone through obstacles. You need determination, and the chariot is pure determination. It's the card of someone who has taken the reins, focused on a destination, and committed to driving through whatever's in the way to reach it. And the chariot showing up right behind the Knight of Cups is the cards pairing the heart with the will. Because the Knight gives the love and the chariot gives the drive. And together, they're how someone actually closes a difficult distance. Love that has drive behind it doesn't stall out when things get hard. It pushes through. And this love has the chariot's drive behind every step. And the Eight of Wands is how fast this is moving. Because the Eight of Wands is the quickest card in the deck. Things in flight, momentum that's already building, events accelerating toward their target. And the Eight of Wands appearing here is the confirmation of what the second oracle card said. The steps are being walked faster than you can see. Because from inside the waiting, everything feels slow. And the Eight of Wands is the cards telling you it's not as slow as it feels. The momentum is real and it's building, and what's coming toward you is coming faster than the waiting has made it seem. And the lovers is why this person is willing to do all of this. Because you don't push through real obstacles for an ordinary connection. You do it for the one your soul recognized. And the Lovers is that recognition, the deep, certain, this is my person, knowing that makes the effort feel not just worth it, but necessary. And the Lovers being in this reading confirms that the love of your life isn't moving toward you out of loneliness or convenience or fear of being alone. They're moving toward you because they recognize you as theirs. And that recognition is the engine under everything else. And the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is the arrival, the homecoming, the moment the journey turns into a shared life. Because the Four of Wands is the card of two people coming together in a real and celebrated way, moving in, building a home, marking the commitment that turns dating into a life. And the Four of Wands appearing in a reading about closing a distance and building a lifetime is the cards showing you the specific milestone this is heading toward. Not just reaching you, arriving, staying, building the shared roof. The Four of Wands is where the traveling ends and the home begins. And the Ten of Cups, is the lifetime itself. The full, complete, deeply happy shared life, the one the title is pointing at. Because the Ten of Cups is the most complete picture of emotional fulfillment in the entire deck. Two people, the home, the years, the joy, the life genuinely shared and genuinely good. And the Ten of Cups being here after the journey and the homecoming is the destination confirmed in the clearest way the cards can confirm it. The lifetime together isn't a vague someday. It's the Ten of Cups, specific, complete, and genuinely yours, and the world. And the world is the whole thing completing. Because the world is the card of arrival and wholeness, a full cycle closing, everything coming together into its finished form. And the world, near the end of this spread, tells you this isn't a partial story or a fragile possibility. It's a complete arc. The obstacles moved, the distance closed, the home built, the lifetime begun, all of it coming together into something whole and finished and real. And the world being here means what's coming isn't a piece of a good thing. It's the complete good thing. And the sun is the warmth that shines over all of it. Because a lifetime can be many things. It can be comfortable but flat, lasting but not joyful, secure but not warm. And the sun is the cards promising that this lifetime is the warm one, the genuinely happy one, where the ordinary days have light in them and the life together feels as good on the inside as it looks from the outside. And the sun being the final card is the most beautiful possible ending to this spread, because it means everything the obstacles were pushed through for is genuinely, warmly, completely worth it. Okay, tea leaf cards, 7 of them. First tea leaf card. You on their mind through all of it. You're the reason they keep going when it's hard, because the effort isn't happening in a vacuum. While this person pushes through whatever's between you, you're what they hold on to. You're the picture in their mind when the steps get heavy, the reason that makes the hard parts worth it, the thought that keeps them moving when stopping would be easier. Because closing a real distance is tiring, and what gives someone the energy to keep going is holding on to who's waiting at the end, and you're who they're holding on to. Not as a vague idea, but as the specific person whose face and whose presence is the thing that makes them keep choosing the harder path. Next tea leaf card. Something that's been stuck for a long time suddenly starting to give. And this tea leaf card is about a specific shift because there's been something stuck, an obstacle that hasn't moved in a long time, a situation that seemed fixed, a part of this that felt like it would never change. And your guides are showing you it's starting to give. The stuck thing is loosening. And stuck things that finally start to give tend to move quickly once they do, because all the pressure that built up while they were stuck releases at once. And the thing that's been most in the way starting to move is the clearest sign that the distance is genuinely closing. Because the hardest part is the part that's giving now. Next tea leaf card, them making an actual plan, not a wish, a plan with real steps in it. Because there's a difference between wanting to be with someone and planning to be. And the love of your life has crossed from wanting into planning. A real plan with actual steps, a how, a when, a sequence of things that gets them from where they are to where you are. And the plan matters more than almost anything else in this reading, because a plan is what turns feeling into reality. Anyone can feel like they want to be with someone. Making a concrete plan to actually do it is what separates the people who mean it from the people who only feel it. And the love of your life is in the planning, which means this isn't just a feeling they have, it's a thing they're doing. Next tea leaf card. You sensing them get closer before there's any proof of it. And this tea leaf card is about something you may already be feeling, because as the distance shrinks, you feel it before you can prove it. A sense of them being somehow more present. A feeling that something is shifting even though nothing visible has happened yet. The specific quality of someone getting closer that you pick up on before there's any evidence to point to. And if you've been feeling that, the sense that they're nearer, that the waiting is changing into something more imminent, that feeling is accurate. It's you sensing the distance close before the proof of it arrives. Because the energy moves first and the evidence follows. And the energy is already telling you they're coming. Next tea leaf card, a moment of doubt and a sign arriving right when you need one. And your guides are being honest about something. Because waiting is hard. And at some point, you have a moment where you doubt, where you wonder if it's really happening, if they're really coming, if the lifetime is really close, or if you're just telling yourself a story you want to be true. And your guides are showing you that right when that doubt hits, right when you need it most, a sign arrives, something that steadies you. A message, a synchronicity, a small piece of evidence that lands at exactly the moment the doubt is loudest. And the sign coming right when the doubt does isn't a coincidence. It's the way the universe holds you steady through the hardest stretch of the waiting. Next tea leaf card. The moment you're finally in the same space, and how right it feels, and this is the moment the whole reading has been moving toward. The distance closes, the steps are all walked, and there's a real moment, a specific one, where you and the love of your life are finally in the same space. After the waiting, after the obstacles, after all of it. And the feeling in that moment is everything the waiting was for. The relief of it, the rightness of being in the same space as the person who came all this way. And your guides want you to know that moment is real and it's coming, not as a someday you hope for, but as an actual event on the real timeline of your real life. And the last tea leaf card, the two of you building the life and it being everything the card said it would be. And your guides ended here because it's the reading arriving at its destination. You and the love of your life. Together, the distance behind you, the obstacles moved, building the life. The Four of Wands home, the Ten of Cups joy. The world's completeness, the sun's warmth, all of it real, all of it yours, all of it everything the cards promised. And your guides want you to carry this picture through whatever waiting is left, because this is what's on the other side of it, not a hope you're indulging. The actual life with the actual person, that every step they're taking is taking them toward. Okay, final messages from your guides. 7 of them. Trust it even when you can't see it. The work is happening whether you can watch it or not. And your guides put this first because it's the thing the waiting makes hardest. Trusting what you can't see, because the love of your life is doing the work from their side. And you can't always watch it happen. You don't see every step they take, every obstacle they move, every part of the plan they put together. And not being able to see it can make you doubt it's happening. And your guides are saying, it's happening whether you can watch it or not. The work doesn't stop being real just because it's happening out of your sight. And trusting it through the part where you can't see it is what carries you to the part where you finally can. Next final card. Don't let the fear of being disappointed talk you out of being ready. And your guides want to protect you from the thing most likely to get in your own way, which is the fear of being disappointed. Because when something this good is close, a part of you might brace against it, not letting yourself get ready, not letting yourself believe, keeping one foot out the door in case it doesn't come. And that bracing feels like protection, but it's not. Because it doesn't actually prevent disappointment if the bad thing happens. It just steals the good thing from you while it's arriving. So don't let the fear talk you out of being ready. Let yourself prepare for the good thing. Let yourself believe it. Because the cards say it's coming, and being ready for it is how you receive it fully when it does. Next final card. What's left in the way is smaller than what's already been moved, and your guides want to give you perspective on whatever's still remaining. Because there may be some distance left, some part of this not yet finished, some last obstacle still in the way. And looking at what's left can make the whole thing feel uncertain. And your guides are saying, measure it against what's already been moved. Because a lot has already shifted. A lot of distance has already closed. A lot of obstacles already cleared. A lot of the journey already walked. And what's left is smaller than what's behind you. The hardest part isn't ahead. It's mostly done. And what remains is the last stretch of a journey that's mostly already complete. Next final card. Let yourself want this out loud, to yourself at least. Stop holding it at arm's length. And your guides are asking something gentle of you to let yourself want this fully, out loud, at least to yourself. Because sometimes when we've waited a long time, we hold the thing we want at arm's length, not letting ourselves admit how much we want it, keeping it at a careful distance so it can't hurt as much if it doesn't come. And your guides are saying, stop holding it at arm's length. Let yourself want the lifetime. Let yourself want this person. Let yourself admit, even just privately, that this is what you've been hoping for, because wanting it openly doesn't make you vulnerable to losing it. It makes you ready to receive it. And what's coming is worth wanting without the armor. Next final card. When they arrive, meet them all the way. They came the distance, and you can close the last bit. And your guides have guidance for the arrival itself. Because when the love of your life finally closes the distance, when they've done the journey and they're finally there, meet them all the way. Don't stay guarded out of the habits the waiting taught you. Don't make them keep proving themselves after they've already come all this way. They crossed the distance to reach you, and the most beautiful thing you can do is close the last small bit from your side, meeting their full arrival with your full presence, because they did the hard part of coming. And the lifetime begins in the moment you both stop holding back. Next final card. Save this and drop a comment when they reach you. Come back and tell us they made it. Save this reading right now. Bookmark it. Share it today, because when you share, what comes back is tenfold. And when they reach you, when the distance is finally closed and the love of your life is finally there, come back and drop a comment. Tell us they made it. Tell us how it happened. Tell us what was in the way that finally moved. Because someone watching this right now is in the waiting, holding faith their person is coming, wondering if it's really happening, and knowing yours reached you is the exact thing that helps them keep believing theirs is on the way too. And the very last card, they decided you were worth everything. The distance is almost closed and the lifetime is almost here. They decided you were worth everything. The distance is almost closed and the lifetime is almost here. And your guides saved this for last because it's the most complete truth of the reading. Because everything the cards showed, the Knight in motion, the Chariot's drive, the Eight of Wands speed, the Lover's recognition, the Four of Wands homecoming, the Ten of Cups lifetime, the world completing, the sun's warmth, all of it comes down to one thing. Someone looked at everything between you and them, decided none of it was bigger than what they feel, and started moving toward you. And they haven't stopped. And what's left in the way is smaller than what's already moved. And the distance is closing faster than the waiting has made it feel. And the lifetime, the warm, complete, genuinely happy lifetime together, isn't a hope you're allowed or a someday you're wishing for. It's the outcome everything is moving toward. It's almost here, and the love of your life is almost to you. Okay, to bring this home, the love of your life is moving mountains just to reach you, and a lifetime together is almost here. And the cards showed us everything. The oracle cards showed us that the effort they're making is costing them something real, and they've stopped counting the cost. That what's between you isn't a wall, it's a series of steps, and they're already walking them. That for them, the question of you and them is settled. They're not deciding anymore, they're arriving. That the timing had to be right, and the reason it's happening now is that it finally is, and that the lifetime isn't the hope you're allowed, it's the outcome you should expect. The Knight of Cups showed the love of your life in motion, heart first. The Chariot showed the determination driving them through everything in the way. The Eight of Wands showed the speed, the distance closing fast. The Lovers confirmed the soul recognition that makes the effort necessary. The Four of Wands showed the homecoming. The Ten of Cups showed the lifetime itself. The world confirmed the whole journey completing into something whole and real. And the sun confirmed the genuine warmth shining over all of it. And the tea leaves showed everything, you on their mind through all of it, something stuck for a long time finally starting to give, them making a real plan with real steps, you sensing them get closer before there's proof, a moment of doubt met by a sign right when you needed it. The moment you're finally in the same space, and the two of you building the life and it being everything the card said, trust it even when you can't see it. Don't let the fear of disappointment talk you out of being ready. What's left in the way is smaller than what's already moved. Let yourself want this out loud. And when they arrive, meet them all the way. All of it confirming they decided you were worth everything. The distance is almost closed, and the lifetime is almost here. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment and say, I claim this. and the love of my life is coming, and the lifetime is almost here, because every word of that is true. Save this, share it today, and drop a comment when they reach you. We want to celebrate the reunion. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment, and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.